Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to be discussing some news that we got regarding the lead up to the cancellation of Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman. What CW's thought process, I guess, was behind all this that we got revealed Tuesday, because I'm recording this Tuesday night. You guys aren't seeing it till Wednesday morning. So, yeah, it's going to be something. So if you enjoyed the video, click the button down below, subscribe for new, notifications on. Let's get right into the video. So Deadline, who's a very reliable source, the link to the article is in the description down below, basically talking about all the shows that will be on in the fall, the upfronts for the CW, and all that was revealed today. Now, they mentioned a few things. As Deadline reported in 2022, there are at the time, there were 3 shows that were on the market to possibly be canceled, which were Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, and Naomi. And then Gotham Knights got a pilot order, meaning the show was picked up, and only about half of the 4 projects were expected to make it, and you're seeing this on screen right now, you should be, unless I forget to edit this, and only about half of the 4 projects were expected to make it to a next season. Batwoman and Gotham Knights are set in a similar universe, so it's likely that only one of them is picked up for next season, leaving Legends of Tomorrow Naomi to be canceled. The CW on Friday, which I did a full video on 24 hours ago at the point in time you guys are seeing this, or at least 48 hours ago I think it was, Friday canceled both Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow. This improves significantly the chances for both a Gotham Knights pickup and Naomi renewal, which hasn't been confirmed for Naomi. Also working in Gotham Knights' favor is the fact that, unlike Batwoman, it is more closely integrated into the Batman universe and has characters that appear in the Batman movies. If the DC drama is picked up, the network will likely have a sizzle reel to show to advertise the upfront versus a full pilot because of the extensive post-production needed to add special effects. Okay, so CW's thought process here was that we have 4 shows on the market to either kick out or to continue, and only 2 of those shows were going to continue. Now, Batwoman, I called it months ago when Gotham Knights was in production, when we found out that Batwoman's writers, I think a few producers, will be working on the show. I called it when I said that Batwoman would not make it season 4 because of this. There's no way CW could just sign off on producers and writers splitting between 2 shows when one show clearly isn't doing well, and then going to another show. What would happen to the other show? It wouldn't work out. So the Batwoman one, I understand. Now, I've made clear, I am glad that Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman are finally done, especially Legends, because it's been on for 7 years. It hasn't gotten better, at least for a majority of the Arrowverse community, even myself, and it was about time the show was done. We didn't need a season 8. It shouldn't have titled with Arrow. If it did, I would have been pissed off, because Arrow, no, unless it's a good show, unless it deserves it, should have been titled with Arrow or more. Flash deserves to go more than Arrow. Superman and Lois, Stargirl, they all do. Legends, I would have been pissed off if it got season 8. That being said, the decision process CW did to cancel Legends, which was, okay, we have Naomi and Legends, which one are we going to choose? Now, I haven't watched Naomi, so I can't give my full, honest opinions about it. I'm only going off what people are saying about the show, which is that either A, it's not that good, or B, it's not that fast-paced. Now, I don't know much about the recent Legends of Tomorrow stuff, but I know there was some level of pace to it. Even though if it wasn't that good, there was still some pace to it. They still flew through the season, keeping up with what the season's about majority of the time. Again, whether or not it was good is up to you to decide, but there was still that pace to it, right? And I think the main decision that came down to was CW looking at the ratings. Now, CW is known to not look at the ratings for a show and cancel it. However, if you don't know by now, which means you'd be living under a rock more than likely, WB, who runs everything DC related, had a new merger and is now WB Discovery. And they made a decision that we want less superhero shows for whatever reason. So apparently they made a decision to cancel Legends and Batwoman. But the CW also had a part in that. Now, CW's decision to cancel these two shows makes no sense to me whatsoever, at least the reasoning behind it. Here's CW's thought process, and bear with me while I try to explain this. We have 4 shows we need to decide from. Considering the fact we've already canceled 5 other shows, which opens up multiple time slots, let's cancel 2 of these shows to keep one show that is not doing well at all, which is Naomi, and a show that definitely is already getting massive amounts of hate, Gotham Knights, to cancel the 2 shows that people actually liked, which not a big group of people, but nonetheless, people still liked. I mean, I'm sure people like Naomi, right? But it's not that good of a show from what I'm hearing. And Gotham Knights does not look good. No one is excited for it. If there is, they're not on Twitter. They're not on YouTube. I have not seen a single person legitimately say the words, I am excited for Gotham Knights to come out. I have not seen a single person say that. Because the show just doesn't look good from what we've seen. It doesn't look good from what we've heard. It doesn't look good. And also, CW's point here is to say we don't have enough time slots, so we're going to cancel 2 shows out of those 4. That makes no sense. Because you have enough time slots. Flash, Superman, Lois, Naomi are all on right now. Naomi's fine where it's at. We have Tuesdays and Wednesdays filled up with DC TV content. Sundays, you can bring back Legends or Batwoman and put it on a Sunday. Not saying I want that to happen, but that could have been the example there for what they could have done. Instead of canceling these 2 shows for no time. Seriously? And then during the summer, this will be during the fall, during the summer, you can put on Gotham Knights. We already have Stargirl during the summer. If you really want to, pick and choose between Legends and Batwoman and put them during the summer time slots. There aren't that many shows on during the summer or the fall, really, on the CW during the fall and summer seasons. So the fact that they decided between these 4 shows to cancel 2 of them all over a time issue is completely utter BS, and it makes 0 sense why CW would go down this route, let alone WB, and say that we want less superhero shows when The Flash, Superman, Lois, Stargirl, even Legends have all changed the DC TV narrative. Not just that, but also superhero narrative as we know it. Literally. Arrow was the first time a superhero show has ever been done like that, and it changed everything in superhero television alone. Yes, Smallville was first, and that's at a major standard. But Arrow came in for the first time in forever with a superhero without any powers and managed to go 8 whole seasons without it. And it brought in The Flash, it brought in Supergirl, Superman, Lois, Stargirl, even Legends of Batwoman. It brought in all these shows because of Arrow, because it set that bar. No other show has set that bar besides Arrow. Smallville can't even stand up to Arrow's bar. Whether you want to argue with me or that, I'm not. I don't really care. But Arrow set a bar that no show was able to beat. But the MCU had a Hawkeye show, and where do you think they got that idea from? Spoiler alert, the DC TV, aka Arrow. There's no way in hell they did not get that idea from Arrow. So the fact that WB is saying right now, we need less superhero television shows? For what? Ezra Miller to be the Flash, who's a crappy Flash nonetheless? To have Ben Affleck as Batman? I did not like him in the first place. To have the worst actor to play Superman ever? to have the only good thing the DCU has right now is Michael Keaton as Batman, and as far as I'm aware, that's it. Like, there's nothing good going for the DCU right now. DC TV is carrying the WB DC universe right now, and it needs to continue. So to say, let's cancel majority of DC TV shows is not good. And it really doesn't set a high standard for Superman, Lois, Stargirl, and Flash. It really doesn't. We have no news on Naomi, no news on Justice U, which we still have nothing to go on. Besides the pilot was working on the pilot, and it just nothing. So knowing WB, they probably scrapped it because they quote-unquote want no more new superhero shows. Why? It makes zero sense why they would just end these shows based off that they don't want any more superhero shows when it's carrying the entire network. It's carrying the DC universe. All these shows, whether I like them or not, are groundbreaking. They've changed the TV, just everything, superhero related, television related. They changed the way we look at television for the rest of our lives, because we can always look back in like 30 years from now and say, we were a part of when Arrow was on. We were a part when Flash was on, Supergirl, Superman, Lois, Stargirl, Legends, Batwoman. We can all say 30 years from now, we were a part of that. Whether all this is canceled or not, we were a part of that. As a huge Arrowverse community, we were a part of that. Whether you liked all these shows or not, we were a part of that. WB is trying to say, screw that, screw you guys, and here you go. Merry Christmas. That's what they're saying. And if you're not interpreting it that way, I'm sorry, but that's how I'm taking it, and it doesn't look good. Now, Flash is renewed for Season 9. Superman and Lois is renewed for Season 3, which we got really lucky on, but Stargirl hasn't been renewed for Season 4, which you would think they would go for, which we know they have, because I think one of the producers confirmed that they are trying to get Season 4, but CW isn't passing it yet. Now, to be fair, Stargirl Season 3 hasn't even aired yet. It hasn't even premiered yet. So it makes sense that the season, or that the show, hasn't fully gotten a Season 4 yet. But if Stargirl gets canceled, what the hell? I'm going to be pissed if Stargirl gets canceled, because then there's literally going to be zero hope left for Flash and Superman and Lois. Flash and Superman and Lois are the two best superhero shows ever. Period. Right now. If Arrow was on, I'd be putting Arrow right under that list next to Superman, Lois, and Flash. But it's not. So I'm saying Flash, Superman, and Lois are the two best superhero shows we have right now and in this time. And alongside Stargirl. But if Stargirl ends, we're down to 2. And if Stargirl ends, I'm going to be very worried for the Flash. Because if they get canceled after 9 years, it will be, you bet your butt I'm going to do a full 1 hour rant live stream, because there's no way I can record it. 1 hour rant live stream, just roasting the hell out of WB. Because there will be zero reason for WB to cancel the Flash. There's zero reason to cancel Superman and Lois. Right? Superman and Lois I can see going for 4 or 5 seasons. But going for way more if they get more original stories, which they've been doing. Like, WB needs to look at what they're doing. And if they're going to cancel a show, do it for the right reasons and not over a time slot issue. There isn't a time slot issue. What's going to happen next year when we have Flash and Lois, Stargirl, Naomi, Gotham Knights, Justice U, if it ever happens? What's going to happen then? And they pick up all these renewals for shows. They make show spinoffs. They're going to start ruling out these DC TV shows like dog crap crazy and canceling them like dog crap crazy. The next show on the list is Naomi. And then Gotham Knights. And then if Justice U gets picked up, it'd be that. And then the next one on that list is The Flash. And then one on that is Superman and Lois. And before those two will be Stargirl. So we're looking very risky, by the way, at the end of the Arrowverse. Now, in another video, I said that is crazy, that is stupid, But we are legitimately looking at the major threat of the Arrowverse ending within the next year if things go south with WB, because they really don't care anymore. They don't. They don't care about the fan base. They don't care about the Arrowverse community or the DC TV community or Supergirl television community. They don't. They canceled 2 shows because they want to end Supergirl television for whatever dog crap reason. The next shows on that list, as I said, are Gotham Knights, Justice League gets picked up. Naomi will be next if it doesn't get renewed, which I would be surprised if it did. But if it does, it'll probably be canceled after. And then we're looking at Stargirl, Flash, and Lois. And then that's it. I mean, if Justice League gets picked up, it won't last that long. If WB's going to pull this crap. It really won't. Unless it's like Superman, Lois, and Flash levels, I mean, I don't see that show lasting long. And if Arrow gets to season 9, it definitely won't be on CW. It'll be on Netflix or HBO Max. So, I mean, what the hell? It makes zero sense what WB is doing. It really makes 0 sense to me. And it annoys the hell out of me because it's like you think they would care on what they're doing with this. So they really need to look at what they're doing and, think about it twice before just going all in and saying, oh, we're done with Supergirl television, whatever. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens around next year. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below your opinions about all this. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.